So I'm gonna do two videos in 2 days, which is rare for me, because I don't know, I haven't been here for a while, so I thought you guys might want another video. Yeah, hi. Um, no, yes. So th today I'm gonna talk about Dragon Ball Z, or Dragon Ball, Dragon Ball Z, Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Z Kai, which is the same exact thing as Dragon Ball Z, except for visual and audio is upped. That's it. Um, okay, personally, I absolutely love the Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z series, but hate Dragon Ball GT, and Dragon Ball Z Kai is just the same thing, like I said. But, Dragon Ball was amazing because it was kind of like, there was action, but it was also comedy, and just like, it was amazing. And there were like a lot of adult themes, and like, it wasn't just a kids show. It reached out to a broad audience, as well as Dragon Ball Z, but Dragon Ball Z was more for like teenagers, so it was mostly action, less like joking around. And then Dragon Ball GT tried to emulate Dragon Ball, but failed. I don't know how to explain it. It just seemed really childish. Like Dragon Ball at least had like it seemed more mature, yet immature at the same time, but Dragon Ball GT was just, it didn't work. Um, Dragon Ball Z is, I think that's the one that everybody at least knows one of the sagas. The Buu saga is usually the most popular since it was so long. The Frieza saga was pretty long. There were like 10 episodes where Goku was fighting Frieza. The Cell saga, less popular. The Saiyan saga, I mean, everybody knows who, like, Vegeta is, which he's like the main person from the Saiyan saga. Or some people will argue Raditz is, but Raditz dies in the beginning. Um, so, personally, I like Dragon Ball Z the best. Uh, a couple of the specials were good. Like, both the specials on Bardock were pretty cool, who's Goku's dad. Um, he seemed like he was a pretty cool guy. Uh, I liked him, probably. He's one of my favorite characters. Piccolo is basically the reference to a black character. I don't know, like that tough black guy. But, I mean, Mr. Popo is completely black, but that's besides the point. Uh, I don't know. My favorite saga, I don't know, right now I'm rewatching everything because with the last time I watched it, I would just watch like all the episodes with the action and skip all the talking and whatnot. But I'm rewatching every single episode, which is like 296 or something like that, for Dragon Ball Z. And the Cell Saga is actually pretty cool. I never really watched that fully. I would just kind of skip around that one. Um, the Buu Saga is always fun. I think the saga that was like 4 episodes, which is still considered part of the Cell Saga, was or the Android Saga, was the Garlic Jr. Saga, which was like 4 or 5 episodes. That was kind of stupid, I think. There's a movie on that. It was The Dead Zone. That was, I mean, that's all they needed was a movie. Oh, another movie. I think it's the 14th movie is coming out in 2013. I think March or May of 2013. But I'm really excited for that. That looks pretty awesome. The animator said this is the most work he's ever put in to any animation he's ever done. So that's really exciting. The movies before this were pretty cool. I mean, a couple of them were lacking. Most of them were pretty cool. The Dragon Ball GT special or movie, which was like a hero's legacy, was actually pretty cool. It was about like Goku and Vegeta's grandson fighting or something like that. I thought it was pretty cool. That was the only part of Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball GT that I liked, except for when Goku went Super Saiyan 4, which everybody thinks is badass. But that was the only good part. Yes. Shit, I lost my train of thought. See, this is what's gonna happen if I just go on here unplanned and start speaking. I was talking about that. But yeah, like the themes of Dragon Ball Z are like overall like friendship, teamwork, believing in yourself, finding a pathway to power that's not through anger. I don't know. There's just a lot of themes, but it all basically has to do with like good themes, positive themes about like friendship and being together and like unity. Uh, so personally, I would suggest if anybody's gonna watch it, or if anybody already has watched it, to watch it with to watch the Japanese version with the English subtitles, because the American version, the FCC decided to screw us out of all the fun, like they usually do. I mean, it's the FCC, but they took out a lot of the blood. They took out the cussing. If you notice in Dragon Ball Z, the American version, there is no cussing whatsoever. In the Japanese versions, but it took out some of the language, the fighting, the bloodier parts. Like in the American version, when Tien gets his arm ripped off by Nappa, I think it is. In the American version, there's like barely any blood. In the Japanese version, there's like blood. But personally, I just enjoy the original version better, anyways. I don't know why, but I feel like you can actually focus on what they're saying more when there's subtitles, because you're actually reading it instead of just hearing it. But that's just me, and I'm crazy. So here's 2 videos in 2 days. Yeah, that's it, I think. Is it?